Week 13 Fantasy Outlook. Derek is back. Just a quick recap of the rankings. We had no movement in 1 through 4 from last week. Christopher Adams jumped to 5. I was on idle at 8. My friend Aaron at Rev Rumors wild carded 2 weeks ago and has been the high scorer 2 weeks in a row and has jumped into the top 10 for We Need Kwasi. He had 96, so that was the highest in our league this week. Derek, the show host, got a green arrow to 14. Everybody after that, that's all the farther I'm gonna go. I had a decent week with 63. I've had Alex on my bench for like 5 weeks in anticipation of this week's 13 matchup, and he got a red card. So that is really putting a monkey wrench in my plans. Derek, the floor is yours.
Well, I actually ended up with 75 points last week, which was actually really good, seeing as I got 0 clean sheets and 5 opportunities, and my goalkeeper gave up 4 goals. So, I'm not wholly upset at that. Average for this week was 53, so if you got above that, you were good. But I ended up captaining Sasha Kleshin, which was actually the highest scorer on my team without the armband. 11 points for him, normally 22 with the armband. He had 2 assists this week, both to Bradley Wright Phillips, who had a hat trick. And once again, I think he scored like 18 points this week. Either way, Bradley Wright 17. Either way, Bradley Wright Phillips is on fire, and as soon as the bye week's over in week 14, you can go ahead and add him because a double game week in week 15. Although it is 2 away games, so I'm not going to get too crazy with the Red Bulls. So 75 points ain't bad. That's actually exactly what I'm averaging this season per week. Exactly 75 points, which is better since last year I was averaging like 65 or something like that. So, definitely could have been better, but, I got my goals. And for those of you who had Giovinco, I don't know. I don't know how long he's out for. I'm sorry. I had him too.
What was his injury?
He has an adductor injury. It's like a hip injury or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know people that captain Giovinco can't really control an injury in the 15th minute, guys. You just can't. And for those of you at Alex, his red card was stupid as hell. Because I had him too with the hopes of him playing this week, even though the road game at Dallas, he probably wasn't going to score a lot, but it would have been like a nice extra 2 or 3 points to get me through the bye week so I could field a team. No. He decides to get into a scuffle with Pedro Morales, and he gets a red card. Come on. So, yeah, I'm not really happy about that. I'm looking at only fielding like 9 players this week because of that, which is not a good idea, but it may have to happen. So this week we got 8 teams on bye: Chicago, Colorado, Montreal, New England, New York Red Bulls, Orlando.
Tough out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of good teams too. Orlando, Toronto, and Vancouver. They're all on the bye week. So really not sure what to say, but good news for y'all this week is that there's actually 2 teams this week that are playing in the week 15 double game week that you should probably have an extra player or 2 from, and those are Philadelphia and RSL. Philadelphia is at home versus Columbus this week, and they play 2 home games during that double game week. So I'm definitely looking at their players. Pretty much anyone except Andre Blake.
He'll be back by then, though, too, won't he?
I think he will. It really depend. He should be back by then. That's June 22nd. Jamaica's probably not going to make it that far in Copa America. So
no.
But yeah, and then you got RSL, who in week 15 has 1 home game and 1 away game, and the away game's not that far. It's to Dallas, so it's not that bad. Either way, those are 2 teams you should probably be looking at as soon as the bye week ends. The other 2 teams in that game week are the Galaxy. All right, 3 teams. The Galaxy play this week, and they also play in week 15. Gio Dos Santos is a great buy because he is on fire. He scored again, even though that was a complete screw up from the Montreal defense. So, yeah, you should also be looking at LA players. Let's see what they do in week 15. They have one home game and the Cali Classico. So, yeah, they're going to score that week. But either way, out of the 12 teams that are playing this weekend, those are the three I'm looking at most: is Philadelphia, RSL, and LA to add players. Philadelphia and LA are the only teams that are playing at home this week. Top ad this week is probably going to be Gio Dos Santos. As I said, he's absolutely on fire. He refused the Mexico call-up for Copa America, so he's basically their lead striker right now. And playing behind that offense, yeah, I'm going to buy him. Let's see. David Villa is still a good buy. He has a double game week in week 16 with New England. So if you still have David Villa, yeah, I know he put his penalty kick in the lower orbit and how great that was for us, but he's still a great buy.
Difference in the game for us.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, it's whatever. Kevin Molino's on fire. Your defense is terrified. So, yeah, I actually put a poll up there. Kevin Molino's going to be a good ad once the bye weekends. But, yeah, this week I'm mostly looking at Philadelphia players. Tranquilo Barnetta is probably going to be one of my top ads. Yeah, he doesn't get the points of like other top playmakers, but he's on set pieces, he's on penalty kicks, and he's on corners. That gives you all the extra opportunities in the world for points. And he has 2 home games during the double game week. And he's getting up to 90-minute fitness. I like that pick. He's like 8.1, I think.
I'll look right now.
Like really, really cheap player for how he's playing. Another player in the same game. Someone actually brought this up to my attention the other day. Justin Meram's on fire. So.
Yep, Bernard is 8.1.
If you're looking at, I mean, Columbus is scoring right now. They aren't losing, and they're scoring. So, you know, I mean, you can look at Justin Meram, but they don't really have a double game week anytime soon.
And Higuain's a little better, but way more pricey.
Yeah, but I mean, Meram's producing. So if you want to go that route, I'm not going to say no. You're probably going to be like one of 4 people in MLS Fantasy that actually own him, but I'm not going to say no. DC United. Shit, who got caught up?
I can look for.
Birnbaum got caught up. So, you know, Kofi Apare is a good pick as long as Birnbaum's still with the national team. Because that's what happened last year. I think it was Bobby Boswell got injured. Kofi Apare came in.
Yep, Birnbaum got called up.
Seattle, I don't know what to think of them. They're going to lose Dempsey for Copa America. So they're going to suck.
Sabarillo got called up from DC too.
Really?
Yep.
That game's got 0-0 written all over it.
Okay.
Portland, San Jose. My obvious captain pick this week is Diego Valeri. A home game. He's playing really well right now. Without Nagby, he's pretty much going to be on every set piece, penalty kick, and corner kick. Oh, wait, he already is. And he's at home, so that gives him that little extra boost. He's playing against San Jose this week, a depleted San Jose, because, you know, they don't have Wondolowski. It's whatever. But I'm probably going to captain Diego Valeri. I'm not going to look back on that. I'm hoping for a good week from him. NYC versus RSL. I'm not really sure what to think of this. This game could be 1-0, it could be 4-3. Really don't know. Just know David Villa's on fire. Joel Plata is probably a good pickup since he's back now. Just remember, RSL has the double game week, so you know we could look at their players with a little more confidence. Even though I really hate that baseball diamond. Freaking ridiculous how small that pitch is. But yeah, just watch that game and like 1-0 when it should be like 4-3. So there's definitely going to be chances on that. And I would like to be on the offensive end of those chances. Dallas versus Houston. If you really want to go with a sneakier captain pick, you can go with Mauro Diaz this week because Houston is terrible. They are fucking terrible. And they're going to be losing Giles Barnes to Copa America. They're losing Alex to the red card. Marcus Beasley in Copa America?
I'll check.
Because if they're losing him, they're even more screwed.
No, but it says Beasley sustained an undisclosed injury.
Oh, screw that. Oh, yeah, that's right. He got injured this week. Well, if he doesn't play in that game, Mauro Diaz is going to wreak havoc. You know, I'm pretty sure Dallas is going to be looking payback for when Houston beat their ass 5-0, like, second week of the year. So, still don't know how that happened. Don't ask me. And then LA versus SKC. Third captain option is Gio dos Santos. SKC has absolutely zero confidence in the world right now of doing anything well in soccer. They can't keep a clean sheet. They can't defend. Their coach mixes up their lineup like every week. That's the reason you can't own any SKC players right now. Because who the hell is going to play? We don't know who's going to play for this team.
You got to get rid of Phil Halber.
He benched his best player. He's benched Benny Foulhauer twice this month for no reason. I mean, oh my, damn it, Hermes. It's like he wants to lose his job. Honestly, that's how he's coaching right now. And I'm projecting an LA blowout this week, so I would love to be on the Gio dos Santos side of that. I saw something about Coelho being injured too. So
I thought I read Coelho just got the week off.
It was either that or an injury. I'll check Reddit and post it later. But yeah, I mean Beasler's gone in Copa America, so it's already going to be a second choice center back. Who the hell knows who else is going to play? Honestly, so I pick LA players with confidence.
What about the LA midfield? You know, there's like a bunch of people in there doing nothing.
Dude, I don't know what to think of the LA.
You know, you got Gerard at 52 points, Legit at 47, Husick injured, De Jong at 30, Lorenowicz at 10. Like,
well, De Jong's a defensive midfielder. That won't matter. Gerard.
You got all their big points up top with Zardes, Dos Santos, and McGee.
Gerard, one of the podcast guys, Jason, he actually has Gerard on his punch this week, so which is a good thing because those are low price guys that Jason is projecting to score high.
Gerard is not low priced,
or not low price, low owned.
Oh,
I said low priced. Yeah,
yep,
and low owned, lower ownership players that he's projecting to score high.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I just really like Gio dos Santos this week. I mean, I'm really hoping he starts Sebastian Lletget because whenever Lletget's on the field, they're way better. But he'll get benched randomly. He got benched to put Mike McGee on the wing a couple weeks ago. What the hell is that?
No clue, bro.
You ever seen Mike McGee?
Well, Mike McGee's their leading fantasy scorer, though.
I know, but he's not a winger.
All right.
As far as their defense goes, I kind of like Daniel Steers. I need to ask some LA fans how, like, if he's actually going to start or if he's a rotation risk. I'd start him. And if he doesn't start, I just
played 90 minutes last week.
Yeah, he got rotated for some random reason a few weeks ago, but
yep, he's played 90 minutes every game except week 10 versus Philadelphia, where he only played 15 minutes.
All right, so I mean, I can feel confident in that pick. I'd like it. He's 5.2, so
5.1.
5.1, still really cheap and
yeah,
really good defensive pick.
In the RSL guy, there's a cheap RSL guy too, Glad.
He's a good pick for the double game week.
Yeah. So, anyway.
As far as your transfer strategy goes, I'd rather not field 11 players than take a -4 on a defender. Because you're not going to make up that -4, and you're actually just going to cost yourself more points. But if you really, 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 really believe a defender is going to get 4 points, by all means do it. But how many defenders actually do that?
Not very many.
You literally need to have like a Laurent Simon type bonus point producing machine to do that.
And last but not least, what do you think about I totally lost my train of thought. Anyway, never mind. Go ahead.
So yeah, I mean, big thing is you want to field 11 players this week, and if you have a wild card, you can do that. But if you need to take a -4 for a defender, I wouldn't do that personally. If that's how you want to run your team, go ahead. I'd honestly rather field 9 players than take a -12 to get 2 extra defenders. That's just me. Because as of right now, I think there's only 6 defenders actually projected to score more than 4 points to actually give you a profit on your -4. And that's just not good. I mean, you don't want to be costing yourself more points, especially if you're trying to catch up like me, even though I beat Sam this week.
Might have been the first week all season.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. There's actually 9 defenders right now that are projected more than 4 points. Yesterday it was 6. And I wouldn't touch like 3 of these players, especially Olave, because he's a red card machine. So is Bernard is. Yeah. But I mean, if you really think that's the best way to run your team, is to get a -4 for a defender, by all means do it. -4 and just field one defender, so I can have a full just go for it like that.
All right. Well, and we got no name game, so I guess we're not going to do it this week, but I tried.
Is what it is. Just be careful with transfers this week. This is also a time of the year where you need to start looking out for yellow card suspensions.
Yep, and you tweeted something out about that the other day, but all right, I got a boogie.
All right, see you, bro.
All right, thanks. That's all. Sorry to cut it short. I'm just short on time today. I think Derek filled in any other information you need from Derek. You can get him on Twitter at Rays1299. Happy fantasying this week, and I think we're off for 2 weeks after this, and we'll be back week 15. But that's when you leave, right?
Yeah, I'll message you.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the time. Thanks for your time, guys. That's all for our time. Peace out.